Well, I have to say I'm awfully glad you gentlemen brought this forward, because I have had phone calls telling me what's going to happen for the last month. And people are lined up, and they are angry. They are in a position of saying, how come we're going after this? How come you're going after that? To which my response has to be, look, we have to look at it again. Hours and hours of counseling people on the phone about what they might be able to say and do and so forth. But I think we've got some cases out there that have been inappropriately handled, at least in some abstract or hard-nosed way. And I think we have some cases that are justifiable. Nobody would argue one way or the other. But I would suggest here that one of the things that probably needs to be done is to take those cases that are the most egregious, where you've put it, where you feel good about what you've done, you got a history of doing this and so forth, bring those cases forward. The last thing in the world we need to do for this whole thing to be successful is bring back a little old lady or a little old man who are really sweet and come in with all their grandchildren. They're all going to be thrown out in the streets. We're sitting up here like a bunch of ogres who are going to say, well, we got to be tough because we got to enforce the law. So I think you have enough cases on that printout out there. But the one thing that bothers me about it is the person that doesn't even bother to appeal. And it's just accumulated. Those are the ones we have to get before us, or we have to start getting to the point where we have, if you could just make it known to the public, this person has $300,000 that he or she owes in fines. Do we have anything like that?
We have people who owe, not as far as I know, 300,000, but
what about the guy that's been out there for 10 years? According to the system here, even if we just kicked in for the period that exists, he should be up there more than that, shouldn't he? I don't know. I'm just
if he had been notified.
Right. We're dealing with just how many people who are into their third Schedule 3 of this process.
So maybe it'd be a good idea to work with the Schedule 3, getting that up to date and coming up with the ones, and public somehow or other making it known that you can come before the supervisors at the end of this 10th 90-day period or whatever it is, however this works its way in. And if they do come in, fine, but it's the ones out there that were simply saying, the hell, you can have my property when I die. Okay, you take it, I don't care, but I'm not doing anything. And there are people out there who have said that to me. You take it, out of my cold dead hands kind of thing. And the reality here is we're going to also have people coming in here with advocates. We're going to have people coming in here with attorneys. And we're going to have a real holiday, a real festival here of county at the county at work. It might take that, but I would at least hope that we would come up with cases that we can defend. And I think that's the position right now. Don't tell us, please, that we're just going to bring them all in and we're going to have to deal with it. I think basically what we need to do is make sure that we have cases that you can make the case to us that this is not the little old man and the little old lady. Rip off the mask, and actually they're evil, bad, dirty people. That'll make it easier for us, okay?
Will do.
Supervisor Pinch's
Just
closing comment.
Final comment. This county is too beautiful to let it continue to be trashed. And there's, the violators, the main violators, we've set up a process. The ordinance has been fettered out for going on over 3 years now. I mean, it's time to, we have the code enforcement officer in place. We have to finish the process, and it's going to take some time. And Supervisor Delbar gets some of these issues get to be real politically charged when a family comes in or something like that. But if we just continue to set up an ordinance and then don't put any teeth in it and let it go on and go on, and like I say, this county, everybody you talk to that comes to Mendocino County, their first comments is what a beautiful place this is. We owe that to our grandkids to keep it that way. And we need to take care of these violators and make sure that they comply.
Thank you, Supervisor. Gentlemen, you've certainly gotten enough questions and concerns from us, and we look forward to the next step.
You're going to get us next.
It'll be to us next.
That's right, too.
Mr. CEO, comment?
I was just going to ask you if you were going to take a break after this item.
That was my next comment.
Somebody has left a bottle of fluid outside the door. It has a note on it that says it's for Mom. If anybody has anybody that's
For Mom or for bomb?
It says for Mom. It looks like it's a bottle of fluid. Just like an airport, anytime we see objects that are left around unattended, then we do tend to inquire about them. So thank you very much.
Okay, thanks for that bit of levity. And we're going to take a 10-minute break. And we do have this timed item before us, but we do need a break before that.
It's a little bit too late to back.